Hey, it's Mark. I'm gonna jump right into it here. Let's get to some supernovas that I found. Well, actually, I just found one that's an old one. This G-Tech is actually coming down. It went from like 1 to 450, 5 something, and then it's coming down slowly, really slowly. Like kind of flaggy, but it's a pretty big supernova, so I think it's gonna come down, keep coming down. And I don't know if there's shares out there to short. Like, it looks like it hasn't always had a lot of volume, but the price action is definitely a good short on a breakdown below the low yesterday, 378, or today really, today's low. So today I was looking at some things like the energy names, and I was looking at it's a lot of things that I've already had. I don't think I put on a lot of positions, but I did watch this AMPI today come up. This AMPI came up to this channel resistance. This is the one along with WTI that I bought for energy plays like a while back. I got the calls on these. So this AMPI has just been in a really nice channel for, gosh, like almost all year since March. It's been in this pretty tight channel here, with really well respected. So with oil breaking out, well, this is actually like a natural gas too, like more natural gas, but it's got potential here to really break out of this channel. With oil just broke out, and we can look at that through USO. Just did a nice little breakout today, and I actually bought some USO calls today. So it looks like the momentum is really there now, and when it breaks out, it tends to really go for a while. So I'm just looking for another couple days push. So I think we can get a gap up, but that's just what I'm planning for, like 1 or 2 more days, and then I'll sell it. So the other energy ones, I found one. I found BTE. I just ran one of my momentum scans. I just ran the scan I have. I just call it Momo scan, and I'll show you the parameters in a second, but this one hit the scan, and it's an energy name, which is nice. So it just had a little breakout here. Kind of looks like a lot of these energy names with high relative strength just broke out to a new monthly high there. You can see it broke this long-term downtrend that I was just showing you a second ago. This long-term downtrend got broken in July, and then kind of slowly went up and consolidated in this channel here, and then just kind of did a flag right there at the resistance and just did a nice little breakout. So it's got some good relative strength with oil, which is kind of what you want to see if you're gonna trade an energy stock. You want to see it trade with oil and not go the opposite direction, of course. So this is a pretty nice one. I just found this one today. I've seen it before in scans, but never really had a setup. But it's a setup on a breakout now. My other favorite one is WTI. WTI, it's still in a channel, but if oil keeps going, this very well could break out of this channel. So I bought some calls on this one a while back, just expecting this channel to break out, and it's a pretty good day today. Kind of looks like a bull flag. It did a bullish engulf off of this candle yesterday, but looking at the past, it's kind of done that in the past and not really done anything, but like it did a bullish engulf there too, but just kind of simmered out. But This one's got potential too, because it's basically trying to form a technical bottom because it's got a bottom there, and then it's making higher lows, and it's if it can push over this 450 area. But that's one to watch that 450 to about 440 area. See if it can break out that. And MRO is another one that's kind of held up well, but had a weird candle a couple days ago. Pretty nasty candle, but it's still down a good bit. But this is one of my other ones I like the technicals on. There's really not that much that I liked. I usually like the smaller price stocks, but oh yeah, the SLB. Yeah, I almost forgot the SLB. The SLB, I tweeted this one out today. It's a really nice chart, nice breakout, and it cleared some resistance that it had going on for a long time. I mean, it's actually, yeah, this was a multi-year breakout. Back to, since 2020, or yeah, it's like a 3-year breakout, big time breakout on SLB. It's kind of a larger market cap, but really nice chart, and it's moving with oil here, so that's really nice. So I got the USO calls, and I've got the AMPI calls and the WTI. These are kind of speculative. It's like $5 strike. But the other thing I was watching the XHB, the home builders ETF, and it's a clear reject of this trend line here. So to start it out, we got a rounding top, this rounding top up here that I'm clicking on. So we got a nice rounding top. We got this sort of like a neckline on the rounding top, and we've got some comeback, and then we got rejection of that level, and we've got a triangle and this trend support. This is the really important one right here, is this level that I'm thickening out right now. That level there just popped. It failed to hold this 8250 area. Like the level just got rejected. It got rejected right there today. And the print was pretty bad today. Like you see this other day, it failed this trend line. It printed a hammer, but that comeback was pretty indicative of the push it was going to have off of trend support. But today just was a red day that doesn't look like it has any strength now. So I really think this is going to come back to the 76, come back down to this trend support, this long-term trend support. Because you can see it's been pretty clear, and we've got the combination of that rounding top and these trend line breaks. It looks like it's really going to pull back to about 76. I think I tested it at 77. 77 was a recent low, and it had a level there around 77.40. So I see it come back to 77, and maybe this 74 to about 73 is another level. So the XHB, I'm short biased, and it's got good range there where it can come down. It's about $4 a share, so that's a pretty good pretty good entry there if we get it tomorrow, if it doesn't gap down a lot. And we've also got some other ones, but that wraps it up for the energy stocks that I'm interested in right now. One of the things that was funny was UNG hit my momentum scan. It actually hit the scan, and it's still holding up pretty well. Like today was pretty strong comeback, and it's pretty much just like channeling like straight sideways. So that's like a good thing because it's not breaking down. So I still think natural gas is a good medium term, like over the next 3 months or so, to break over this resistance levels. The other ones we've got, we saw oil. What else do we have? Yeah, the CGC came down today. And today's print's really bearish. Like I thought it was a good chance that it would just have another run day, but this one's a short on a break below 131. It's probably like 1 or 2 more days of a flag. But like I was saying in other videos, these tend to either, if they're gonna squeeze, they'll just squeeze the day after this red flag. So they'd squeeze tomorrow, and that's pretty obvious when it does. But it's more likely to just pull back another day or two here, and probably get a trend line going there. And so it could come back to like $1.10 easy, but I probably won't trade it because the momentum has been pretty strong in a lot of these, but it is like a 1 day trade tomorrow if it breaks down below 130. And I'll still got the SNDL calls too. And kind of did the same thing. Nice little red print today. So we'll see. I might just they're probably pretty cheap calls on the CGC, or pretty cheap puts. I might just hedge my SNDL with some CGC puts, just in case it does what I've been thinking it's going to do, and just really pull back, because the shorts like to pile on these once they have a run day or run days. So the other ones, I noticed the CHGG was pretty weak today. CHGG, it's getting disrupted by AI. Excuse me, and they actually admitted that, and looking pretty weak. I had some puts in those at one time, but it's just been going sideways for months, so who knows when it's going to actually move again. But just always keep it on watch, on the short watch list. And that's it for that watch list. Let's see. Yeah, uranium. I found another uranium stock. It's like really speculative, but what was it, URA? I can't remember the ticker, but it was like so speculative. It was like a zero revenue, so it's probably not that important, because I don't think it's really worth trading over these other ones. Like UEC is still really strong. And let's see, yeah, I was going to show you that scan, right? My momentum scan. We got a bunch of scans on here. So this momentum one, it looks for a close above moving average 20. The MACD 12, 26, 9 increasing, momentum 12 increasing, close greater than the open, RSI 14 above 40, and I usually cherry pick between like really low and $10 a share, and it's got average volume greater than 200,000. So that's my momentum scan, and the UNG actually hit that, the natural gas ETF, which is kind of neat. You don't see that much. Or like I very rarely see like an energy ETF hit the scan. Like AMPI hit the scan today. But this is usually my go-to long bias scan, and then I'll come over and I'll sort it by RSI too, and I just look for some really high RSI, and then I sort it by that, and then I look at the charts based on that. Like fingers back in play. That one's really sketchy, but like it likes to squeeze, so I wouldn't be surprised if it actually goes another day or two. FNGR, like it's a pretty nice print today. It's not really set up for me though. Like it's already up from like 2 to 6, and breaking out. And breakouts can be sketchy sometimes to trade long, but this is one of the ones I go through. I mean, TTI is really strong too. The TTI. But it's not really set up like it's already up 2 days. Well, I didn't see anything else that really caught my eye. And sometimes I'll just go through these 8% gainers, and I'll look at like a week back up to 14 days back, and then just scan every day. There goes Verb. Yeah, Verb was one of my supernovas. Verb was a supernova the other day, and it's just going straight down. So don't really see much here. It takes a lot of time, so but I just want to show you that one scan. And I look at these 52-week highs combined with the combo scan, and the combo scan's like, it's basically like stocks that have run like 10% or more on average in the past 30 days. So it's basically stocks that have a good potential to run 10% in a day. So the more percentage gain in a day, the better. Really, combo scan is just an old scan that I got from Muddy back in like 2008. So these 52-week high scans are always interesting, because especially when you run them when the market's red, because you see this relative strength. Like this NN's really strong, but looks like a SPAC. A lot of times when it's acquisition in the name, it's a SPAC. But TTI is just crazy. That's 52-week today. I mean, this one's a potential too, the RPT, but it's a realty, and I'm not super bullish on housing now. And TKC, I kind of decided against the calls on this one, because it's got to go, like, I always like to buy out of the money calls, so the 750 strike is the next strike level, which is too high. I don't think I looked at the other months out though, but I think they're all 750 strike. So this thing's already gone from like 3 to 6 or 3 to 5, so I think that's just expecting too much. But I mean, it's still a good like day trade scalp, you know, if it breaks out again. Like it did actually move up today, and I was talking about it yesterday and the day before, or yesterday. It's kind of slowly breaking out. It's like really slow, but it's a breakout, so sometimes they actually do break out and keep going. But I think those are the main scans I looked at. And these are pretty much like, you can do the same thing with FenViz, but Stockfetcher is just way more detailed, and you can customize like really detailed. Like this stuff here, like this coding, like see all these codes here, like you can get really advanced with the code. Like I didn't actually do this. I got this from somebody, but they have in the forums, they have a filter exchange, like a scanner exchange, and everybody shares filters. Like, just trying to see the popular ones. Yeah, here's like Run Forest Run, and this is like a really old one, about the time I started trading. And you can see how detailed it gets. Like, I mean, this is like deep coding stuff. I can't even do this stuff, but some people do it and post it. So it's like, but Run Forest Run's basically a scan that, it's kind of like the combo scan, where it just finds stocks that have a history of high daily runs of like, you know, more than 5-10%, but you adjust it for the market conditions. So like if the VIX is at like 20, you scan for like 5% or 4% gainers, and the VIX is at 50, you'd scan for, you know, 10 or 12% a day gainers. So basically you're just trying to find momentum stocks that have a high day range, that high percentage moves in a day. And it works the same for shorting too. Like there's scans that find stocks that have large percentage red days, but it's pretty much it's kind of like I have a scan, the day rangers scan. It's pretty much the same thing. Like mine's the day rangers, and it shows stocks where the average day range over the last 30 days is above 8%, and the close is between 1 and 15, and volume over 300,000. Then I just add a column for RSI, so like RSI for longs, and then I just sort them however I want to sort them. Like I can sort them by price, you know, or I usually sort by RSI. So I'll look at the highest RSI ones first. This one here is pretty crazy today. AXLA had a big run today. Had a 59% run. So that of course would be a high day ranger because it's up, you know, like 10% every day every day it runs the past week. So, but I might look more into this one because apparently it's a low PE multiple too. But I don't know what this one is. That was one of the few stocks that had a really good run, at least in my price range. Because I don't scan for stocks over 15 or 20 usually. So, but yeah, we can go back to these forums. They're included with the like $8 a month you pay for the service, and then it's really been a long time since I looked at these forums. Like there's a lot of good stuff in here. Like if you look at the early old threads with by either the rumpled one or 13th floor. Wish you could sort by the most popular ones, but like this one, there's another, the rumpled one, 52 week. There's another TR rumpled one. Oh cool, there's a 13th floor, but the 13th floor and the rumpled one, the best ones on here. It looks like just another. This is another high day range scan. There are a lot of like really detailed custom ones too, like the ones with the coding. Yeah, see here's a really coded out one. That's a pretty cool one. Look at that. This AGLE. It's kind of a triangle. Look, RGTI hit this one. RGTI. I don't think I've used this one. I've never seen this one. What's this one called? 5% a week filter. Huh. Must have missed this one. But I mean, I know I found a lot of these stocks in other scans, so it's not. I'm not exactly sure how what this scan's doing or what its focus is. There's a breakout. There's C-Bay. Yeah, I don't know about that one. And the SATX went pretty well today too. Looks like it's going to go again tomorrow. I mean, look at that. Just hammered up there. So that was one of my favorite ones yesterday because it broke out of this triangle really nicely. So yeah, I think that's about all I wanted to look at today. So I'll call it a wrap there, and I'll talk to you next time.